your girl Mizuki and welcome back to my channel. So today is Review Friday. I'm not going to be reviewing anything today. I'm actually going to be talking about, is it worth buying Sharpies? So let's get to this video. Let's get to some swatches of the swatches that I have for my Sharpies. I do have a collection of Sharpies. I do have a bit of a big collection of Sharpies. That's how I actually started with my marker collection. I did start with my Sharpies. I think they range about between $1 to $2. I'm not sure. I did get them from Staples and from Michael's, a combination of both. And that's how my collection for my markers grew. From Sharpies all the way to the high-end markers like the Chow Copic, the regular Copic standard markers, etc. So now the question is it worth buying the Sharpies? Now if you are on a budget from between the ranges of $1 and $2, then yes, it is worth it because obviously you can't afford anything else. But if you can afford other things other than Sharpie, then definitely go for a better brand. Definitely, because one, the cons about these Sharpies, the smell. I'm not too fond of the smell, especially if you are gonna be using them for kids. The smell is really strong, so I wouldn't recommend them for that reason. Another reason is they don't have variety of colors that I would like to use. As you can see in my work, I do use variety of colors, and they don't have a big variety of them. I know they are coming out with a whole bunch of other different types of colors, which is a good thing, but they're not very vibrant. I feel like, you know, they soak into the paper, they tone it down a bit. Once you actually write onto the paper, the colors aren't that vibrant. So that's a couple cons for you. As for pros, the price, obviously, from I think it's like $1.50 to $2. I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. You can definitely get them for cheaper if you go through Michael's. I think you can get them for like half of the price if you use a 50% coupon, if they have the 50% coupon. I know they have 40% a lot of times, and 50 and 60 maybe. Another pro about the Sharpie markers is, say if you do have a variety of marker in your marker collection, and you have from your cheap end markers to your high end, I would definitely, if you're actually working on a project that is, let's see, that needs to involve a lot of markers and you don't want to use your high-end markers, obviously you're gonna go for your staples, for your Sharpie marker. That's what I would recommend. Like, for example, when I actually work on sticker making and stuff like that and doing a lot of hand sketching, and I actually go focus on my cheaper end because I would like that to go out first, you know, that I wouldn't mind throwing those in the garbage if they do run out of ink. Compared to my Copic, I definitely cherish my Copic more than my Sharpie. So let's get into the swatches of what colors I have. I did buy a whole bunch of them as for like collection, like the fluorescent collection, the pastel type of shades, and the basic original marker set. So let's get to the video. To start off, I would like to show you obviously my Sharpie collection that I have here, and I will not be buying any more, so this is all that I have here. I actually made this cubic box, as you can see, a whole bunch of tape on it. So this is my Sharpie collection. I have about maybe like 50 in here. I'm not sure. I have from all different types of tips, so actually from the largest tip here all the way to like brush tip. Brush tip here, all the way to the standard tip. Let me go back to the other ones. This is the brush tip, and then the jumbo size marker. It's a chisel tip. Do I have any fine ones? Yes, I do. So I have a variety of tips here and variety of colors, as you can see. Here are the swatches for the blues. As you can see, this is from darkest to lightest. Now, when I came across from doing the swatches, a lot of times the color on the marker doesn't match the color the color that you put on the white paper. That's another con that I do not like about Sharpie, is they're not true to their color when it comes to the packaging. I don't like at all. So this is like two navy blues, they're different tones, and then this is a supposed to be royal blue, but I really think it's like a dark ocean blue. So let's get to the rest of the colors. I finished swatching the rest of the colors here. As you can see, from the blues to purples to pinks to orange to yellows to green. This is all the Sharpies that I have so far. I am not going to look into buying any more because I have other markers that I have that I use more than these. So with all the swatches, I also wanted to show you the type of tips that I have in my collection for Sharpie. So this is what I have so far. So the first one is called the Magnum Tip. This is the biggest so far that I have in my collection. I don't know if there's anything bigger in the Sharpie world. So this is it right here. And as you can see, it's really big. It's almost the size of my hand. So that's the first swatch right here. The next one is called the Chisel Tip. And this is this one right here. For the second one, the second one right here. The next one is called the Fine Point, and that's just the regular Sharpie that I have here that everyone knows about. The next one is also called a Fine Point, but this is called the retractable. The cool thing about this one, it actually has the button. Like, you can use it as a regular pen, which is pretty cool. The next one is called the fabric marker. So this fabric marker, obviously it's for fabric only, but I use it because it's like a translucent type, so you can use them for shadows if you like that. That's how I use my fabric marker. And this is in the brush tip, so it does come in like a really cool brush tip right here. Kind of a translucent black. It's not a true black. The next one I have is the True Brush Tip, which is this one right here. And let me show you. The next one is the Fine Point, and I have also the Ultra Fine Point. So they're both the same, but I don't have the Ultra Fine in black, so I have it in navy blue. Let me show you so this is the smallest size that I have here. So the navy blue is the last one, and the fine one is in the second to last. So the difference is the packaging. So this is the ultra fine, and the fine one is in this different packaging than the rest. Same tip though. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope this actually helps you out. So if you are on a budget, guys, definitely get the Sharpie. I think it's worth getting the Sharpie if you do not have a marker collection. And if you're trying to start with something with Sharpies. Unfortunately, Sharpies, they do not blend well with each other unless you have a color similar to the other color that you're trying to blend. Let me know any questions down below if you have any questions about Sharpie. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my other social medias like my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook. And that's it. Mizuki's out.